What's going on YouTube? So today we're going to be talking about the 5 things that every beginner photographer should have. But first, let's roll that intro. The number one thing that I think every beginner photographer should have is an external hard drive, at least one. This one's a little bit older of a version. Let me see if I can focus this. Maybe. Anyway, it's the WD My Passport. I have 2 of these. These are 2 terabytes each. I have 3 of them total. That is the number one thing. I was actually reading on a forum the other day about how a woman did a portrait shoot for a couple and only kept their photos for 3 weeks. Now, that being said, an external hard drive would have come in handy. She stated she didn't have the storage, which I understand and I get. But you should probably have a backup to your backup to your backup. That's what I do. Now, that's not for everybody. Somebody may only have 1. Other people may have 2. I am triple redundancy. So, now with that being said, number 1. Can't live without that. The second one is, and this one's kind of weird, and I don't know why I really put this one at second, but it is going to be step-up rings. Now, for those of you who are just really getting into this, if you're a newer photographer or if you're an amateur or you're heading towards pro and you never had one of these, this is great. So I have a 77mm, which is the highest or the biggest lens I have. And let me see here. Can we get this one? Maybe. Alright, anyway, it's just not wanting to work for me. So, you have 49 to 52 all the way up to 77 to 82 millimeters. So, great thing. I use all these with my CPLs, I use these with my variable ND filter for 99.9% of everything. The other ones I use these for are the CPLs. The only filters that I buy regularly are going to be the UV filters, and that's only because I like them to protect my lens. I don't really use them for anything else other than the fact if they get scratched up, I can toss them away, get another one. The third piece that I really recommend getting is this Manfrotto mini tripod. This thing is amazing. It's great for vlogging. Hold it, adjust the head whichever way you want, and you are ready to rock and roll. This thing right here saved me more times than I can count. Not gonna lie. I use this for lights. I use it for everything. This thing is versatile. It's not as good as the GorillaPod, but this thing definitely comes in a lot of handy. Alright, so the fourth thing that everybody absolutely needs, 100% hands down, does not matter: camera strap. So this one is the Peak Design leash, and it's fairly long. I'm not gonna, I mean, this is tightened all the way up. It's a good size. It's not, I'm 6'4", so trying to find a camera strap that will actually fit my frame is kind of hard. So this thing is amazing and really come in handy. I really like the Peak design for the quick disconnects and the quick attach. I have tried other camera straps and I just wasn't really that impressed. Not saying they weren't good, just not good for me. So now, the one thing that I really wanted to talk about, all this other stuff is great. I think the biggest thing that most people forget, and I did too, I'm not even gonna lie, I skimped on this the first time and I kicked myself in the butt every day until I got one, is buying yourself a decent tripod. Now, I'm not saying go out and spend $500. This was $200. But it is one of the absolute best tripods I have ever had. Now, I did go out and I bought a plate that was not the one that came with this. The plate that I have is, it's a Peak design. I don't remember exactly what it was. I'll put it in the description below. But it's amazing. It actually attaches to my Peak design the thing that attaches to your backpack. I'll put it in the description below. I can't think of the name of it for some god-awful reason. But this is, I really like this tripod. Especially for the fact if you are wanting to do video or anything else like that. Instead of having to get a friction arm, you can actually get, well, you can get a friction arm, but you don't have to get the clamp to go with the friction arm. There you go, that's what I was trying to get out. And you can actually screw it right in there, and it has its own little spot. This thing is really nice. I really wish that I bought this to start. Now, the tripod that I did buy, by no means was, I mean, I spent $110 on it, but there were some things that I skimped on with it. The legs, you know, I do a lot of beach shoots, so once they start getting wet and sand in them there, you got to clean them out. This one, I haven't had to do anything with since I have gotten it, and it has been absolutely amazing. I hope you all found that video interesting and helpful. If you did, please hit the subscribe and like button. We're really trying to grow the channel over here, so if y'all have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Other than that, see y'all next time.